What's going on, guys? My name is Luke. Welcome to my shop. So I just picked up this Craftsman King Seeley drill press. I think some people were saying it's 150. I'm not sure about. I don't know exactly. The number here is 103-23131. Got this cool kind of a taupe blue-gray paint on it. I just cleaned up. I took this part off, cleaned it up a little bit. So I'm just doing a quick cleanup on this. I want just a kind of a working restoration. It was in pretty good shape, and I don't really want to take it all apart and do a full restoration. I mean, mostly just to have a working tool, and everything seemed to work good. Probably blow out the motor a little bit, maybe, if I have any issues. All the bearings, everything seems to be good on it. It was in pretty well kept and pretty good condition, so I'm just gonna kind of go with that, and if I have a problem down the road, then I'll just you know, fix it then. But I just watched a whole bunch of videos on this. There's a lot, several guys that did restorations on this, but it's pretty cool. I was going for an old. I was going for an old tool. I've been trying to buy old tools. Like this thing is from, I think, like 1955, but I'm not exactly sure. I got it just sitting here on the. Hoping I don't want to damage anything, but I got it sit here on the table, and let's see. Got on this cardboard, but I don't want to break. I don't want to break the handle. Put some blocks. Put some blocks here. So I think I'll just pull this off, clean this part up next. From what I can tell, they work good. They're accurate and everything, and but this one is in pretty good shape, and the motor, everything seems clean. The guy said he had it clean before, and then he got a little bit of surface rust. It's really not bad, and even most of the original paint is on it, which is pretty cool. So it's really not too bad a condition as long as everything works. I'm just gonna go with that. I wasn't looking for a restoration project necessarily, so I'm just going to pull this off and clean this one up now. And then, but yeah, so I watched a bunch of videos on, different guys restored these things and talked about them a little bit. I guess they're pretty, they run really good. They're pretty precise and everything, so so that's good. And mostly I just wanted to, I have a little, I've had a couple opportunities to buy drill presses, but I never did, and I've been wanting one. So on that last one, I just hit this with 220 sandpaper, and it cleaned up nice. You could see the mill marks, and yeah, I take a few things apart and clean them, but really no big deal. But so I just hit this with some 220 paper. Keep all this old sandpaper a lot of times just for like little stuff, but I'll run over it with this and then just kind of knock the surface rust off. Still cutting. So yeah, the guy must have kept it pretty well. It's you know, he had it kind of rust free at some point, so it didn't take a whole lot to get that off. So I'm just hitting it with WD-40, and then also I'm going everywhere around it and just kind of using WD-40 as cleaner, kind of, and scrubbing. Just give it a little bit of scrubbing and work my way around, and then you know, look at all this dirt, all this stuff comes out. It's got a little bit of rust in a couple areas, but really not bad. Just put some wax or silicone or something. I'll apply something to it just to stop it from rusting. I really was not planning on doing any kind of restoration to it. I was just going to, you know, set it up and use it, but after watching all those videos, these guys are all taking them all apart and cleaning them up real nice. Do a little bit, but I don't really have a whole lot of time. Well, at least I don't want to dedicate time to a restoration thing, but so luckily for me, it was in good shape. So that's not bad. Came out pretty good. I'll get this part cleaned up, and then do a little bit to the pipe, and then I'm going to put it together and stand it up. Okay, that took a little bit. I got that part, went through it, cleaned it up. I ended up taking apart just this, I took all this stuff apart, cleaned it out really good, and then I hit it all with cleaned it with WD real good, wiped it all down twice, and then I put silicone spray lube on it, which I think should be alright. So just I didn't go crazy with it, but I just got it cleaned up, and then that top, you know, looks pretty good. Actually, I made a mistake on this. This pin wasn't perfectly straight. I straightened it a little bit, and then I had this thing upside down. I don't know what I was thinking, because I knew this little holder goes on the right, the chuck right here. But anyway, I had it upside down, and this pin is tapered, and I couldn't understand why it wasn't going together, and I hammered it halfway in. It was a real pain to get off. Well, look, I didn't break anything, but anyway, figured that out. Had this upside down, and then these things are real easy. Of course, they just go in there, and then I reset the little plate. No big deal. So that part's good. And then now I'm just going to try to clean up this. Just gonna clean up this pole a little bit. The reason I even started doing this was because the pipe was stuck too far through the bottom thing, and it was sitting there teetering. It was about to fall down. But this stuff, like I said, the guys I watched their videos, I mean, this is everything comes apart. It's pretty simple. Comes right apart, and I'm hoping the motor looks good. It even has like dust shields on it, and so I'm gonna blow that out, and then I'm gonna clean up the inside and just clean and re-lube all that. Everything seems pretty good, so that's what I'm gonna do. I already loosened that top and dropped it one time lightly on the faceplate, which was not good. So I got some 220. So I should have known that you don't. This pin did not require that much force at all, and it shouldn't have. So that was just a mistake. Nice and snug, so I don't want to break anything. Hopefully that holds it. Okay, now I gotta lay this back down. I'm gonna get it close to where it's gonna go over here. I think next to this. I'm gonna put it over here next to this, and I can put the tables at the same level. That way, if I have anything long, I was gonna put it over here, but if you have anything long, it's kind of stuck in the corner there. So I'm gonna go with this. Now I gotta put. I'll put this back up high because I was using this to pivot. I should pivot when I set it down. Something like that. So, oh man, this thing is heavy. Basically had about all that. Oh yeah. Oh, it's sitting a lot better now. I was thinking about throwing like a sandbag on it or something, or like just something to weight the bottom. It's looking good though already. This nice blue color. Kind of cool. I'm gonna pull it back out. I gotta clean it up some more still. Yeah, it seems pretty sturdy now. I'll shim it and everything, and it'll be good. This thing, I think, I could just pull this whole thing off, but I don't know. I already made. I don't want to mess it up. Get into it, take something apart, and then screw something up. I think I'm just going to clean it out and then polish that upper stuff. So. Okay, there it is, guys, all cleaned up. I'm gonna put a bit in here and try. I got a newer drill bit. I want to see how square it is. check the squareness of this from the table to the drill bit. And this is a really good machinist square, and it looks really good. Pretty much perfect, so that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's, couldn't ask for much more than that. So this thing, it's like it's like brand new. I adjusted everything. Got to stop if you want to run something else, and then the tension on the spring, and I got nice, I don't know what it is, 6 inches of travel. So just drill some holes. But yeah, I still got to level it. I'm not 100% sure this is going to stay here. I could also, well, anyway, I'll just drill some holes for you. Let's see. Should be nice and square. Nice and quiet too. Alrighty, well. And some dust came out of the motor, but not that much. And I blew it out really good, and the motor, everything seems good. The bearings seem tight and all that. So I think this thing seems like it was not maybe not used very much. I mean, this is original condition, and thing works like brand new, so that's really cool. And let's see, use some. The bottom plate came out real nice, and it looks. There's the numbers, in case anyone was wondering. Like I said, I just cleaned it up. I spent few hours on it, maybe a couple hours, I don't know, but I didn't really clean up that chrome yet. I was thinking about buffing that out, but like I said, mostly it was like a working, I just wanted a working drill press, and this one's going to work good. So it's really cool that that thing was just about reading dead square, so that's really cool. You got a tension for the spring, that's nice, and then lock the quill. You got the, this thing's really heavy. I mean, I almost dropped it. That's why I think somebody put that on, but anyway, that's my new drill press. So new, I think it's from around 1955, so pretty cool. So hopefully you see some of this, see this in action on some build videos. So thanks for checking it out.